10 years ago, I followed Kalen to the lawless state of Viridia to become a soldier of fortune. Together, we faced desert sun and gunfire, learning to fight and survive. For a decade, I trusted him with my life. He'd never betray me, but he'd also never share my bed. Not even once. Even under the influence of a strong aphrodisiac, he chose to cut himself rather than touch me. I believed he simply felt no desire. I had accepted that. But on the eve of my last mission, he came to me, drunk, and pulled me into a breathless, heated night. My uniform, the sheets, everything ended up tangled and torn. Lost in the haze, he whispered, "Luna, come back alive. At the victory feast, I'll marry you." I fought harder than ever in that battle. When I returned, wounded and dirty, just in time for the celebration, he wasn't there. Instead, I overheard a drunken teammate, "No more wild nights for the commander now that Luna's back." Him and that apprentice wrecked 18 beds in half a month. I wonder if Luna will cry when she hears. I gave him one last chance to show up. He never came. And I knew, I was done. Grit and icy wind scraped against my face. With every breath, the wound in my side screamed in protest, a tearing, white-hot agony. From the mess tent, a roar of laughter erupted again, punctuated by the clinking of bottles. Who does Commander Kalen really love? Is that even a question? It's Ava, obviously. My feet froze to the spot. I'd wanted to dismiss it as drunken nonsense. After 10 years of shared battlefields, my faith in Kalen had been absolute. But the name Ava sent a chill through my entire body, a cold that had nothing to do with the wind. He had broken so many of his own rules for her. He nearly got himself killed saving that clumsy girl. That was the first time I ever saw the commander lose his cool. He kept it under wraps while Luna was around. But the second she left, man, the hot springs, his bed, they never stopped. They only took a break yesterday. Heard it was because Ava's back was too sore, couldn't even get out of bed. Kalen spent the whole day rubbing it for her. And when the urgent dispatch came in saying Luna's unit needed backup, you know what he said? The voice mimicked Kalen's usual cold, detached tone perfectly. "What's the rush? Luna can handle herself." The words that followed were a meaningless buzz in my ears. A violent spasm shot through the wound in my side, and I stumbled, catching myself against the rough concrete wall of a bunker. The gut-wrenching pain confirmed it. This was no nightmare. The laughter continued, the men now guessing how the 18th bed finally collapsed. Slowly, I straightened up, my hand finding the spare magazine he'd given me. "In a pinch," he'd said, "trust this less than you trust me." I placed the magazine gently on an empty oil drum. The sharp clang echoed, and the tent fell instantly silent. One by one, faces flushed with booze turned bone white. "Luna, Commander?" A soldier nicknamed Monkey stammered. "They're just talking shit. Kalen would never." "Go get Kalen." I cut him off, my voice dangerously calm. Monkey scrambled out of the tent as if fleeing a fire. I added, just loud enough for him to hear, "Tell him I'm wounded." Blood was seeping from my injury, a warm, sticky dampness spreading against my skin. It hurt, but it was nothing compared to the shards of ice grinding away inside my chest. I waited in the dead silence for 2 hours. My answer came not from Kalen, but from the light, innocent giggle of Ava over his phone. "Luna? Oh, hi, my mentor. He's exhausted. He's already asleep. If you're hurt, you should see a medic, or patch yourself up." "Why call him? He has his own life, you know. He can't just revolve around you all the time." I gripped the edge of a table to stand, my vision swimming with black spots from the pain. Then, I raised my pistol to the tent ceiling and pulled the trigger. 3 shots. My final word on our 10 years, and my final chance for him. For us. Even with the evidence laid bare, the whispers echoing in my ears, the cold cruelty of that phone call, a tiny, pathetic flicker of hope still sputtered in the deepest part of my heart. I needed an answer. From his own lips. I knew he would understand the signal. Just like the countless times over the past decade we'd used specific shots, whistles, even glances to pass messages only we could decipher. He was Kalen, the man who could identify an engine type from 2 miles away in his sleep. This time, I didn't have to wait long. He appeared moments later, cloaked in a chilling aura. He was in his casual uniform, but the top button of his collar was misplaced. His sharp eyes scanned the tent, sweeping over the terrified men, confirming there was no immediate threat before finally landing on me. His brow furrowed in a deep scowl. "Luna!" His voice was laced with its usual hardness and an undeniable reprimand. "What the hell do you think